Hey y'all, it's Heel Heat time.
Hi everybody and welcome to Heel Heat. My name is George Coles and this is our Ring of Honor show for the week. Let's jump right into it. First we're going to start off with the first match. The Romantic Touch versus Hansen. Basically a glorified way to put over Hansen, who wins with the spinning kick of his. He's an impressive, big, huge guy. I kind of feel like they're going to be treading water with him for a little while till Raymond Rowe comes back. But why not build him as someone formidable until that time? Next up, we have an in-ring segment. We have Michael Bennett, Adam Cole, and Maria, collectively known as the Kingdom. They come out. They tease some tension because of the Honor Rumble that Michael Bennett won last week, and Adam Cole potentially being jealous of it until Maria whispers in Adam Cole's ear, which seems to make him feel better about the situation. So we'll see where that goes from there. Teasing the breakup, I think Adam Cole and Mike Bennett would be a great feud somewhere down the line. Next up, we had The Decade coming out. Jimmy Jacobs, BJ Whitmer, Roderick Strong, Adam Page, and Tadarius Thomas. They announced that the young guys, Page and Thomas, have to wrestle each other in a no-holds-barred street fight, basically to see who's the more impressive of the two. As said on commentary by Kevin Kelly and Caprice Coleman, seems to be something that the older guys are doing just to get their enjoyment out of. Really good match, kind of a little bit more of the hardcore elements that we don't see much on Ring of Honor. They even mentioned that the style's not Ring of Honor on commentary. That's good that they kept tying that in, that this is not, your normal Ring of Honor type thing, that this brutality is above what we do here, because it ties into the end of the match, where Tadarius Thomas has a change of heart when everybody on the outside is telling him to continue to hit Adam Page with a chair. He looks at the chair, and even Adam Page says, if they're telling you to do it, you gotta do it. He looks at the chair, throws the chair down, and walks away, taking the count out, taking the loss, but effectively walking out on the Decade, followed by Caprice Coleman, who was on commentary. So seemingly, Tadarius is having a change of heart, maybe a face turn. I'd love to see him and Caprice. I think Caprice is a great wrestler who has a lot of knowledge, and he could share it onto Tadarius Thomas, much like we seen with Cedric Alexander when they were CNC Wrestle Factory. I think it'd be great to keep him under the wing, and even maybe Adam Page, if Adam Page decides to leave too, under Caprice Coleman's wing, because I think he's a guy that's been around a long time. He's a veteran. He's still one of the top flight wrestlers in the world. I think he could teach other younger wrestlers, and storyline or not, if you're in with him storyline, you're going to have to spend more time with him. The more time you spend with him, the more you get to get his knowledge, which for some of the younger guys I'm sure is invaluable. Speaking of a guy that used to be with Caprice, we had the main event, Cedric Alexander versus Adam Cole. Adam Cole won after a very good match. The only thing I take away from this is I believe that Cedric Alexander is the future of Ring of Honor. When I'm talking future, I mean near future of Ring of Honor. I think he's a guy that, in my opinion, should be really, really close to winning the world title. Adam Cole, I understand, former world champion, been a main eventer for a while. But this would have been a huge feather in the cap for Cedric Alexander to win, in my opinion. I think it would have helped him along. I really think, if it were up to me, Cedric Alexander would be the world champion rather soon. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that within the next 6 months he is the world champion. But I would use this as a way to keep building his credibility. I think the guy's an absolute megastar waiting to happen. And I hope they don't drop the ball on him or wait too long like they have in the past, like on guys like Tyler Black and Michael Elgin, where we've seen them rising to the top, However, the company waited a little bit too long on both of them to pull the trigger and make them champion, thus making their championship runs not as exciting and enjoyable. So, hopefully Cedric gets the championship while he's still on a hot trajectory, and we see a historical run with him. In my opinion, I think he's cream of the crop at Ring of Honor right now. I think, he's one of the top guys. He's one of the top talents. He's one of the most charismatic. I think he's a guy that could bring the company into the future, in my opinion. But basically, that's all I have to say on this episode. My name is George Coles. This has been another episode of Heel Heat.